Alright y'all, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a vlog plus non-spoiler movie review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Now right off the bat, if you're just here for that non-spoiler review, skip to this time point, or you can use the chapters in the play bar or description below. So without further ado, let's get into it with the vlog. You guys, it is Thursday evening. The movie came out yesterday, but we are going to see it this Saturday, and I figured today would be a good day to start the vlog. So first of all, I ordered a Yoshi shirt from the Mario Galaxy movie, and Amazon said it was 2-day free shipping and it was gonna come tomorrow, which is Friday, but now it says coming Sunday, the day after we're watching the movie. And this is what that shirt looks like, by the way. It was like my favorite design. I think it looks really cool. And then tomorrow night, which is the night before we go see the movie, I'm gonna have kind of like a little movie night and rewatch the first movie because I haven't watched it in a while. Either way, I am so excited for this movie. The user reviews are looking so good. And I don't know why I'm so excited for it, but I am. So yeah, let's kick off the festivities by playing some Mario games, preparing for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Hey, Bubby, you wanna be in the video? You wanna be in the video? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to Friday, April 3rd, the day before we go see the movie. I'm so excited. Today is when I'm gonna watch the first movie and have a little movie night. Anyways, quick update. My shirt has changed and now it says it's coming today, which is so exciting. I was so happy when I heard that. So it should be here in time for the movie. Right now, I am just working on this weekend's video and I'm having like a really weird problem with Final Cut, so that's just what I like dealing with, but yeah. Alright, y'all. The package is here, the shirts. Hey y'all, I'm so excited because I'm excited for the movie. And I don't know why I'm so excited. Like, I mean, of course, I'm a Nintendo fan, but like, alright. Let's open this. We're doing like more of an off-the-cut unboxing because this is a vlog. So, oh my, the shirt's just in here. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Does it look good? This is that kind of like sticky, like, I don't know what it's called, vinyl. So over time, it doesn't like age the best. So yeah, this is what I will be wearing to the movie tomorrow. Anyways, coming up soon, movie night. We're watching the first movie to get in the vibe. Alright guys, it is 7:30, so let's do the movie night / Also, I kind of want to wear this to the movie theater tomorrow, but I don't know. It would be kind of cringe. It'd be kind of cringe. I don't know. Well, I now know that it wouldn't have been cringe because there were multiple people wearing things like that. I literally saw a guy with a Toad head on his face. So yeah, I didn't expect it to be like that. I mean, and yes, we have it on DVD because I'm a physical media guy. Why isn't the camera focusing? There we go. This is food, a cinnamon roll, and 2 little pieces of banana bread, and a nice fat cup of chocolate milk. Alright, y'all, it's time for the world premiere. We have finished watching the first movie. Y'all, this movie is so good. Like, it's still just so good after watching it again. And this has just got me so hyped for tomorrow. So, alright, you guys. It is Saturday, April 4th, which is the day. Today, this afternoon, we are going to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We will be leaving the house at around 12:40 p.m. and then we're gonna meet up at my church to pick up all my friends, and then we're gonna go to the movie theater, and I'm so ecstatic. Alrighty, y'all. This is the outfit. What do y'all think? I love this shirt. I have the Yoshi Mario Galaxy movie shirt and my Mario hat. Like, now I'm probably not actually gonna wear this to the movie theater because I'm just slightly embarrassing. I might. Alright, y'all. It is almost time to leave. Alright, y'all, we're on the way to get a couple friends, and then we're going to the movie theater, so... Alright, y'all, so what are your out-of-the-theater impressions?
It was very good. It was very good. Like that end post-credit scene. No spoilers, but it was pretty good. I really liked it.
A lot of people said the story wasn't good. Did you all think the story was good?
No. It wasn't as good as the first one.
I thought the story was amazing. Like, better than the first one.
It was good. Definitely not like the first.
It felt like they're jamming way too much stuff.
That
it felt like a
is
bunch
my-
of YouTube shorts all put together.
That is my only complaint. Some of my complaints involve spoilers, so...
It felt rushed.
Yeah, same.
It was very rushed.
Yeah, but overall, I really liked it.
Like within the first 30 minutes of the movie, you already have the main plot unfolding, and it's already going into.
It felt chaotic.
It was
quite
felt
chaotic. But then again, you're cramping a whole entire galaxy into one movie.
So that's happened to one
Very
movie.
hard to do.
If it's not one movie, they would have to cramp it into one.
Well, if they did that, then it wouldn't be Super Mario Galaxy.
I mean, they did have 2 Mario Galaxy games, so they could have done 2 movies.
They could do 2 movies,
But-
which I think is going to happen.
Or they could have combined them into one movie. The 2
Which would have
games into
worked.
one movie, and then have
But that's
another
what
Odyssey.
this was. That was what this was.
But it had a lot of references to other Mario games that did move in.
Yeah, like, personally, never heard of one particular power-up. A lot of them that you see in the trailer, very familiar with. Grew up on Super Mario Galaxy 2, so I know those. But the one close to the very end that Mario uses harkens back to apparently a game I never played, which is crazy, and it looked really cool. I will say, I love that they're kind of... How do I say this? A popular fan theory was going around Peach's origin, and it kind of goes against that theory, but also explains the truth, which I really liked. So appreciate that from once Nintendo actually doing a fan theory.
The references were spot on.
Oh yeah, the references
Spot
were
on.
perfect.
They were, even if they were shoved in there, it felt like they were like kind of misplaced. They still felt, they still worked for it.
Yeah.
And then bring random characters in, like, so Fox, I was like, what was he doing there? I mean, yes, he's part of Nintendo. Yes, but he had nothing to do with Mario whatsoever. And so then during a battle scene, there's another character that shows up for some reason.
Well, his one
Yeah.
is more explanatory.
His makes a little bit of sense, but still.
I had heard that Fox McCloud was going to be this amazing thing in the movie, but I was kind of let down because they kind of played it more than it was. I feel like he was very brief, and they played it like he was this huge character, which I don't feel like
just
he was.
misplaced.
Like,
Yeah.
the multiverse explanation felt like using buzzwords.
Yeah.
Like,
Felt like a Marvel movie at that point.
Yeah,
They had
that
all
one-
the
that one
wormholes and
If I had to rate it, I would have said probably 4, honestly. A 4.
Four?
A 4.
Kind of
4 out of 10.
and
Out of 10.
You're the critic.
I'd rate it 7 or 8.
Oh, you race? Okay.
Okay, actually, I will say, I've never seen a good critic review, like, ever, to be honest, that actually was faithful to the movie. I kind of see what they were talking about with this one. It was good. They were a little over the top with theirs because they're critics, but they're not 100% wrong. There are things to be desired because there's a little too much to gain.
Yeah, but overall, I would give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10. Honestly, for me,
I was
For-
going to say 7. 4's a lot.
probably like
It was a bit extreme.
I
Yeah,
just say
that's-
4 because it just felt so chaotic. It felt like I was watching a lot of YouTube shorts at the same time. And then it was just like jammed, tons of stuff just jammed into it. So
I mean, it doesn't help that most of the movie had already been spoiled by YouTube Shorts.
I haven't watched the trailers for the movie. I didn't watch the trailers.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
And you are clueless.
Yeah, I was clueless.
all right, guys. I just got out of the theater. Well, not just got out. We got out. We went to Culver's, but now we're back home. And oh my goodness, we saw the movie. We saw the movie. And right off the bat, I really enjoyed this movie. Like, I literally wondered at some points in the movie if the critics were watching the same movie because I enjoyed this movie so much. The animation was amazing. Almost all the characters were amazing. And I gotta be honest, I really liked the story too. The story was one of the big critic complaints. People were saying there's no story. Bruh, there's a story with this movie. I feel like the main part that downplays this story is just how fast it goes. If this movie was 2 or 3 hours, the story would be so much better. But let me tell you, this movie is extremely, and I mean extremely fast-paced. You can blink and literally miss something. So I will, right off the bat, my main complaint with this entire movie is just how fast-paced it was. But overall, I actually genuinely loved the story. The story was better than I expected, and there's a lot of shockers in this movie too. Like some genuine moments where you're like, oh my word, what just happened? And I think that's really amazing. But then again, there is quite a lot of stuff that needed more detail or more backstory. And the problem is that this movie is so short for how much is in it that there was no time for that. So that's why I say if this movie was a lot longer, the story would just be so much better. But that's not to say that the story was bad. I actually really loved the story of this movie. And I also really loved the characters. So right off the bat, Yoshi, my boy, was so good in this movie. I had heard someone say he was not prominent enough or he wasn't that good. Oh my word, he's by far my favorite character in this movie. He's so cute, he's so playful, and he plays such a good role into the story and the movie. And he's out throughout the whole movie, and it is so good. And next up for Rosalina, I think Rosalina did a good job. She doesn't have much screen time, which was a complaint, but don't get that wrong because she does play a huge part of the movie, which I can't tell you because it is an heavy spoiler territory. So watch my spoiler review for that. And Mario and Luigi were Mario and Luigi. They were great. Bowser Jr. was great. I actually loved him in this with Bowser. He played such a good part in the story to the point he is kind of what sold the story along with another character that, again, spoiler territory. Anywho, I loved him in this movie. Now, the only character that I just did not like in this movie is Fox McCloud. And when I say this, I'm actually surprised I'm saying this because I expected Fox McCloud to be so much better in this movie. I had been hyped up by a bunch of reviews saying, oh my goodness, Fox McCloud was what sold the show. But no, he was barely in the movie, yet they portrayed him as a main character even though he only had like 2 minutes of screen time. And it was just so much like the thrown in at last minute vibe along with the huge story that it was just kind of an afterthought to the point where I honestly kind of don't remember what he did in the movie. It just was not good. But honestly, he's the only character that I feel that way about, which is surprising because I thought I was gonna come on here and rave about him, but no. Now, overall, while the story definitely gets downplayed by how fast the movie is, I do feel like it was very well paced for its speed, but it wasn't that well paced in general because of the story complaint. But I honestly don't get a lot of them because there's no arguing that there is a story. There is a story. There's not no story. So overall, out of the theater reaction, I definitely need to see it again to fully immerse myself, but I would give it an 8 to 8.5 out of 10. I really love this movie. I'd go as far to say it is better than the first movie. The first movie has some upsides from this movie, but it also has some downsides. But overall, it is true. This movie is just so much bigger than the first one. It's just that its length does not portray it well enough for that bigness. But overall, I like this movie better than the first one. I'm just gonna say it. I'd probably give the first one a 7 out of 10 now that I've actually thought about it since I haven't had to review the first one. I still love both of them, but I just can't wait to get my DVD of this one and watch it many times through because I loved this. So anyways, guys, that is my spoiler-free review. Make sure you go check out my spoiler review, which will be coming later this week. I will be diving into the spoiler stuff and my thoughts and opinions on that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I had such a blast, and I'll see y'all in the next one.